Welcome back, foodies. We have a mouth-watering recipe that will make your taste buds dance with joy. Get ready to dive into the world of miso marinated black cod. It's time to get some entertainment, energy, and excitement back into your kitchen, so let's get started with that. Let's go. Our star ingredient today is this gorgeous black cod. Just take a look at that beautiful, shiny silver skin. It's known for its delicate texture and rich, buttery flavor. This meal right here is about $100 in a local restaurant, but we are going to make it for a fraction of that cost in just a few minutes, not too much of your time. There are 3 things I'd like you to get out of this video. 1, an awesome miso marinade that's super simple, has just a handful of ingredients. 2, how to make these quick little boats that we bake the miso cod in, super simple. And 3, an awesome side dish that also takes 15 minutes. And if you weren't sure, black cod is fished off of the coast of Alaska. When I said this was a simple marinade, I failed to mention that it's only got 4 ingredients, which makes it super quick and easy. You've got miso, ginger, saute, and my key ingredient, maple syrup instead of mirin. Miso is a fermented soybean paste that adds a unique depth of flavor to any dish. I'm adding maple syrup instead of mirin just in case you can't get a hold of some mirin, but I find that you can interchange the 2. Next, we're adding the saute, and it has its own unique flavor. I picked this particular saute because Jerry at our local liquor store recommended it. There's some that are overly sweet, and we wanted one that was full of flavor but didn't have too much sweetness. Thanks, Jerry. It's time to grate in the ginger, and once that's grated in, it's time to mix the marinade until we have a smooth and glossy mixture. It's time to mix it all together. We're just breaking down that miso paste and integrating the saute, the maple syrup, and the ginger right into it until you get a consistent mixture. Just keep stirring. This is a consistency that we're looking for. It's time to now show you how we're gonna, instead of marinating it for 3 days, get it done in 10 minutes. I'm generously gonna coat this black cod with this miso marinade on both sides of the fish, and now this is where the magic is going to happen. I'm going to show you how we get all the flavor into this black cod in 10 minutes as opposed to 3 days. I'm taking this marinated cod and putting it quickly into a Ziplock bag. The next step is critical. Add the remainder of the marinade right back into that bag. Now I'm going to show you the magic. I'm closing the bag, but I'm leaving a small opening in the corner. And without a vacuum sealing machine, we simply have to submerge this entire bag, except for that hole, into water, and all the air gets pushed out, and you now have a vacuum sealed piece of cod.
To create our parchment boat, you simply take 18 inches of parchment paper and fold it back and forth like you would a fan. Once you've got it folded, tie off each end with butcher's twine. Make sure it's butcher's twine so it doesn't burn in the oven. Pull it apart in the middle and press down in the center to create that boat right in the middle.
While our black cod is marinating, we're going to make a quick side dish of mushrooms and noodles and chili oil. I'm adding a little bit of salt right to the mushrooms. Add about a tablespoon to 2 of oil and turn your stove on. Drop your noodles into boiling water. Oil's heated, time to add mushrooms. Let them sit for 3 to 4 minutes so they get browned and they start losing a lot of their moisture. When it looks like this, it's time to flip and get them browned on the other side. Bring the noodles to the show. Now I'm adding some sesame oil, chili flakes, and chicken bouillon. We're going to give it a good stir. Last but not least, a little bit of oyster sauce. You can customize this dish by making it spicier or saltier. Just remember that you're pairing it with a buttery fish. Time to taste. Oops, that was really good. You absolutely don't have to do this, but I love torching just about anything. Torching the top gives it a whole nother level of flavor. Continue torching until you see little brown spots that have caramelized all the sugars in the mirin, the saute, the maple syrup, whichever you've used. You can stop when you've got a little bit of browning on the top. You just smell that charcoaly flavor or that caramelized flavor. It's time to put it in the oven, 400 degrees. But before we do that, we got to put them in their boats. It's time to put this fish into our boat. It's going into a 400-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven for anywhere between 8 and 12 minutes. It really depends on the thickness. Don't take your eye off this fish because it cooks quickly. It's a pretty gentle fish, so make sure you're using a pretty big spatula and put it right into the boat. And just like that, our miso marinated black cod is cooked to perfection. Come on in and take a close look. Does that not look mouth-watering? Look at the stunning color. I can already say it's going to be a flavor explosion. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to take a bite. This fish practically melts in your mouth, and that miso marinade adds an extraordinary umami flavor that gives it so much richness. Until next time, keep cooking, keep exploring, and keep those taste buds dancing. Thank you for joining us today on this flavor-packed culinary adventure. Subscribe, hit that like button, and visit us for more. I look forward to seeing you soon.